So here we are in my upcoming summer class, and to do the rubric, we would basically go to, let's say it's for discussion boards. We'll go into discussion area. I've already set up the rubrics, but I'll show you what I did. So you'll go into the discussion board area where you want to apply a rubric for grading. These are my class introductions ones. Class introductions, I don't grade at all, so we're not going to go in there. But the unit 1 starts with is where grading begins. So you'll click on the down arrow, you click on edit to go back in. Naturally, as I said, I've already created this. We'll scroll down, and here's the area where we talked about in the other thread about participants must create a thread. So scroll down a bit more, and you'll see associated rubrics. Before I started doing this, I normally had just like a document where I set up, and students would just download the document and see what's required. But now we're being asked to do that, to have it embedded. So you would simply click on add a rubric, create a rubric, or create one from an existing one. In this case, like I said, I've already created it, so I'll show you what it looks like in the edit version. So what you'll see, and you'll see this if you're creating one from scratch, you'll see the same basic layout here. You'll have an area for a description. And this is basically where you would edit particular guideline and then the point value here. I've set it up as a point system where if they reply to a particular discussion board by Tuesday, they'll get 1 point. If they reply to it by Wednesday, which by default, if they reply to the initial post by Tuesday, by default they already replied by Wednesday, so they'll get accumulated 3 points here. And then there's a point system for replying to others in the class. Reply to at least 1, reply to at least 2, reply to at least 3. They'll get all point system. And you simply, when you're about to create them, you'll go in. When you start off the rubric, there's going to be default criteria that Blackboard inserts. You can either expand on that or delete it. And you'll just hit edit, and you'll just type in here in this little box. You'll type in this little arrow here. It'll allow you to expand it so that you see what you're writing. And that's pretty straightforward. And then it'll tell you, you'll have to figure out what the point system you're going to want to apply beforehand. And also, there's other ways to do it. You don't have to have it as a point system. You can have a points range so that you can give them a little leeway as to how you want to grade it. And that's pretty straightforward. We're going to cancel out of this. That's what a rubric looks like. Let me for a discussion board. Let me take you to one for an assignment. I have major assignments here, so let's go to the marketing myopia one. So here's an interesting thing. I have it embedded in the course, but I also have it embedded as a, I'm sorry, not embedded, as a document. So I have it in a Google Doc where the link can take you through, and it's pretty specific. My sense is, we're going to go back into this. My sense is that CUNY, since you're just starting to teach online, my sense is that they're not going to ask you to do the rubrics embedded, which you never know. So you can potentially get away with just doing it as a Google Doc or a PDF or something that you would attach into this area. But let me take you to what it looks like inside. So we'll go back into edit, and you'll see an area here to describe your assignment, and then similarly you'll attach or create a rubric from scratch. This is the edit, and you see here it's a little different. I have some basic criteria for what I want them to answer. I give a point system for proficient to a little bit of needs improvement and not evident, and then I provide some detailed descriptions as to what each criteria, why they're getting a certain points for that. And that's pretty much it on rubrics. Let me know if you have any more questions.